Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, Scott. Tonight.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
Here we go. I'm good. Tonight.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You look at this Browns defense.
They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down.
Here we go. Tonight.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. They find some open field here. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here we go. Tonight.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Up the middle with Barkley.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, Barkley.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Bates' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action. Timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Thompson Robinson will look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And they'll bring Judy in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now a give, right side. McLean, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, there to break that one up, that was Jacorian Bennett. You look at his Steeler defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. McLean, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Thompson Robinson. That is caught. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Here's 2nd and 10. And once more, it's Thompson Robinson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased.
This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Steelers are once again back in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
That's caught at the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Browns touchdown. A great effort there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Rodgers to return it.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they work?
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Thompson Robinson. That's going to be caught by Judy.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll try the left side. McClain.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
To throw his DTR. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating second and long.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Here we go. Good.
Now it's Fields.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Can't. West right, zip.
Throwing again is Fields.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal.
Hey, can't. Here we go.
A shotgun snap. Fields. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers have yet again retaken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Thompson Robinson now.
Going for the deep ball.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Fields. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Steelers at 11-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there, with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have now moved out in front. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Oh, a good-looking return setup here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. The DTR going to throw it here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle they go. McLean. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half as they have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3.
Don't jump. Ready? Extend. Tonight.
Fields now to throw.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh.
Here we go, side. Side.
Out of the gun, Fields.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Go.
Here's Fields.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Alpha, 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 alpha. Right.
Here's Fields.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Thompson Robinson throwing here.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Thompson Robinson now to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. That's caught inside the 20. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 55 yards. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll bring a tight end in motion. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. Yes. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Broken tackle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the gun, here's Fields. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Throwing, Thompson Robinson.
Caught right side, Davis. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
Thompson Robinson will look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
There for the stop defensively, Nick Bonito.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Here we go.
Now Fields.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he comes back with one complete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Hey, Ken.
They snap it to Fields.
Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Thompson Robinson here from the gun.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes out right around the 39.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Thompson Robinson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity.
He's got a man, complete. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. 40 yards.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive, there he hits the reliable target. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Going for it, Thompson Robinson. That's complete to Davis.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
To throw his DTR.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 13 yards out.
And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterate.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Being chased out left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Good. 11, 11, 11. All right.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got room. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Steelers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard.